Hi guys, I'm here with no makeup, and that's because today's video is going to be my morning skincare routine for anti-aging. I'll be following this up with an evening routine as well, so definitely subscribe if that sounds interesting to you and you haven't already subscribed. I've also made a lot of other skincare related videos in the past, so I'll link them down in the description box below and also in the little eye thing up here. In those videos, I kind of talk through my skincare philosophy, a lot of which is around skincare actives rather than the marketing hype. I really focus on the science and the research out there, and I'm a firm believer that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get the best results for your skin. So you'll see that in today's video, so with that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so I'll put on my little headband here, and yes, I have a 5 head, so don't make fun of me in the comments, guys. But I start off with some cleansing, and I'm not going to demo the cleansing for you here, but I do love this particular cleanser. This is the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser. I love this. This is a creamy cleanser, so it doesn't foam up, but the formula is so rich that it has still a really luscious lather when you're using it all over your face. So I just do one full pump and kind of just massage it over my face, you know, with the pads of my fingertips, and just do that for like 30 seconds to a minute. Now, you don't have to use this cleanser, obviously. Many cleansers will work just as well, but the thing that you must look for in cleansers is to make sure that the pH level is more acidic rather than basic. So if you recall from chemistry in high school, a pH of 7 is neutral, a pH below 7 is more acidic, and a pH above 7 is more basic. And our skin's natural pH level is actually more acidic, and that's the acid mantle that's on top of our skin. And this is good because a more acidic environment prevents a lot of bacteria from flourishing, including acne bacteria. So a lot of the cleansers of yore, including like bar soaps, had really high pH levels because they were alkaline. They were, you know, basic in its essence. But because a lot of the products today, these synthetic detergents, are able to kind of create a cleansing environment without getting all alkaline and basic, you actually have a lot of great formulas today. But you should really definitely just do a quick Google search on whatever cleanser you're using to make sure that its pH level is close to our skin's natural pH, which is around 4.5 to 5.5. So this CeraVe product is actually a pH of around 5, which is perfect, and again, I just love it. So yeah, definitely Google what you're using, and if you're finding that it's not so good, highly recommend it. And I'll link all of the products that I'm showing you guys today down in the description box below, just so you can go do further research as you see fit. So cleansing out of the way, sometimes in the morning I'll wake up with a bit more like dry, flaky skin, and that's again as a result of the evening skincare routine, which does include chemical exfoliants and retinoic acids. Separate video for that, as mentioned. But if my gentle cleansing hasn't been able to kind of rid myself of those skin flakes, I do like to go in with a very mild physical exfoliant. And the one I absolutely love is Dermalogica's Daily Microfoliant. Unfortunately, I forgot that at my parents' house, so I'll just put a picture of it here. And the great thing about this product is it's so gentle. It's actually a powder, and then you just wet it a bit and work it up, and then just kind of work it all over your face. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything, but then miraculously when you rinse it off, your skin is as soft as a baby's behind. So love that product. Since I don't have that with me right now, I actually have been using this. So this is the Tonymoly Floria Brightening Peeling Gel. And this is one of those Asian skincare products, which I haven't seen anything like this in American or Western skincare. So what this is a gel that the formula actually pills on contact with kind of the natural oils on your skin. So if I am using this, I'll actually use this before my cleansing routine because you want a little bit of a greasy, dry face. So you just apply this to your dry, kind of uncleansed face, and the product here pills on contact with those oils, and the little pills are actually just very gently scrubbing your skin of all the kind of excess debris. And super mild, super gentle. Love this as well. You can get it on Amazon. Again, links down below. So that's kind of my cleansing, and sometimes I'll do the exfoliation. And again, the exfoliation is only like once or twice a week max. I don't really like to do a lot of physical exfoliation. I'll just pat my face to dry with a towel, so never rubbing, but just gently patting, and I'll be ready for my kind of full-on skincare. And for morning, I focus on protection. So the products I use are really designed to protect my skin from the pollutants in the environment and from the UV rays and visible light also. And in the evening, I focus on repair, but in the morning, everything is on protection. So first up is a vitamin C serum. And this one is from Timeless. This is the Timeless Vitamin C plus E plus ferulic acid serum. Now, this product is very similar to one that costs $165 from SkinCeuticals, but this one is only $25 from Timeless. So it's a clear liquid, and I just do about 5-6 drops of that and just kind of tap it over my skin. And vitamin C is a great antioxidant, if you recall from my previous skincare videos. It also has been shown to be good for hyperpigmentation, so I focus a lot of that tapping onto like the areas of my skin where I have more hyperpigmentation. Back of the hands, the neck, all important places. And I just let that rest for about a minute because, yeah, I don't want to go over on top of this kind of active ingredient with other stuff right away. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've given that about a minute to absorb onto my skin. And the thing again with vitamin C serums in liquid form is that vitamin C is highly unstable. So you should be just generously using the product rather than trying to scrimp and save, because if you have this longer than 3 months, chances are it's not going to be nearly as effective anyway, so you might as well just use it when it's still good. So definitely just no need on scrimping and saving with vitamin C. But after my vitamin C, I do like to go in with this Timeless Coenzyme Q10 serum. Now, I heard about this brand Timeless from another YouTuber, Hot and Flashy. If you haven't seen her videos before, definitely go check her out. She does amazing reviews and her skincare philosophy is very much aligned with my own, and she looks amazing. So good for her. She's awesome. Love her. But anyway, this Timeless brand is great, and this particular product, the Coenzyme Q10, so CoQ10 is another antioxidant, and again, morning is about protection, so antioxidants are great to have. And this one is nice because it also has aloe, glycerin, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and some Matrixyl 3000. So it has a nice light moisturizing effect. So some of you, may not even want to do a heavier moisturizer if you're using something like this, but I like to have this as just kind of another base level of hydration. So another like 5-6 drops of that. Tap it onto the skin. If you are using another popular product like Ordinary Buffet, just use that instead of this. This is kind of, the same kind of step in your skincare routine. And I would actually really like to try Buffet, so I think when this runs out, I'm gonna try Ordinary Buffet and see how that goes. This is a bit sticky, so you might not be used to it at first, but as soon as it dries off a bit, it'll be great to go. So I'll just give that another minute to dry. Okay, so now that that's absorbed into my skin, I'm kind of done with all the serums. I like to keep my morning skincare pretty simple, so 2 serums maximum. Usually I even just skip the Coenzyme Q10 and just do the vitamin C. But the step after that is really to lock everything in with a nice moisturizer. And I have been using this Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer with SPF 15. So this I actually got because my mom shops at Costco, and when I was visiting her last time, she got some of this at Costco, and since that means she has like 10 of them, she gave me one. And so I've been using it, and initially I was kind of like, whatever. But the more I've used it, the more I love it. So yeah, I think I'll just keep using this. Even though the SPF in here is a chemical filter for the sunscreen, and I'm trying to kind of go to physical, this one, I don't know, it just still feels really nice that it hasn't really caused increased sensitivity with use. So I think I might just keep using it. If I do get this again, I'll probably get the SPF 30 of this because they do have one that's SPF 30. So anyway, with this moisturizer, since it does double duty, that's great. I just do kind of maybe 2.5 pumps of this and just liberally apply it over my face. As you can see, it does have a bit of a greasy result and also slight white cast when you first finished applying it, but again, just a couple of minutes and it'll be gone. And it does still have a slight greasy feeling, but I've just come to kind of enjoy it. So yeah, I don't know, this product has grown on me. It is also nice to use in my skincare routine because it doesn't have any niacinamide in it, which a lot of nice moisturizers do have niacinamide, and it's a great product. However, it actually counteracts the pure form of ascorbic acid or the vitamin C serum that I use. So this is nice, doesn't have anything that will kind of counteract the other products I use. So yeah, I don't know. Good product, I think. One thing I forgot to mention is that probably earlier on in my routine I would have already applied some Vaseline. So Vaseline is just pure petroleum jelly. And I've tried so many different lip products and I love to get new lip products, but I always come back to just plain Vaseline. And so petroleum jelly is actually one of the best occlusives there are, and occlusives just mean that it prevents the evaporation or the transference of water. And yeah, just for my lips, it's a great little moisturizer that I apply earlier on in my skincare routine in the mornings, and then by the time I start applying makeup, this is already kind of, you know, dissipated a little bit, so the lipstick goes on to a nice moisturized lip. Okay, so my moisturizer with a little bit of sunscreen has started to dry. And if I am really not doing anything outdoors, like I'm just working from home and have no plans to leave the house, I'll just end my routine there. But if I am leaving the house at all, I will put on another layer of sunscreen. And lately I've been trying so many different ones, and these two, the Elta MD UV Physical Broad Spectrum SPF 41 and this Australian Gold Botanical Sunscreen for the Face SPF 50, are both pure physical sunscreens. So they only have physical filters, which means you can go out into the sun right away instead of waiting 20 minutes. And they're both really nice. I mean, they're both much nicer than a much more expensive product I've used in the past called MD Solar Sciences. So, ugh. I mean, I thought that was the best there was out there at the time, but like I'm so glad that I've tried some new physical sunscreens now because these are really nice. Now with sunscreen, you want to apply about half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. I mean, 1 teaspoon is really generous for the whole like face and upper neck area. I mean, really the science is about 2 milligrams per 1 centimeter squared of exposed skin, which for most people's just face area is about 1/4 teaspoon to half a teaspoon. So the other nice thing about layering sunscreens, especially if you have SPF in your moisturizer already, is that that has been shown to potentially have, you know, better sun protection than just doing 1 layer of really thick gloppy sunscreen. So it's nice to kind of have these layers, and my second layer today, I'll just use this Australian Gold Botanical Sunscreen. This one is lightly tinted, and this again just liberally over the face. Okay, so as you can see again, very slight white cast, but it really goes away very quickly and it smells nice. There's just a very faint kind of smell to it. I don't think this is actually scented. Oh yeah, fragrance free, yeah. It just has a very like clean smell. Yeah, I think this is really nice, and I'll definitely be using this and my Elta MD through the summer. This one's a little bit more affordable, this one's a little bit more expensive, but this one is a little bit better. So you decide what you want to try. I will say though that neither of these are as elegant as the Asian sunscreens that I love, like the Biore Aqua Rich Watery Essence. But with those Asian sunscreens, most of them are all chemical filters, so you do want to be aware of that. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with chemical filters, but I know some people have sensitivity to it and others may develop sensitivity over time. So that's just something to be aware of with chemical filters. That being said, for an elegant formula, I highly, highly recommend the Asian sunscreens, particularly if you don't like the more heavy feeling of these Western style sunscreens, I guess I'll call it. I will say with these, They go on and dry like with just ever so slightly tacky finish, and actually it replaces the need for a primer in my opinion. So my makeup goes on pretty nicely with both of these. So yeah, kind of double duty there, so I don't mind that I'm, you know, not having as elegant a feeling as my Asian sunscreens, but that's just FYI. Okay, so that's pretty much it with my morning skincare routine, and honestly, yeah, I don't do too much because I think less is more. And now my skin is ready for makeup. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!